I'm Gazbot, and I apologize for what you're about to see. It's frantic and frenetic, and unnecessarily loud.
Hey, it's Gazbot! 100 days of making comics, day 49 with my cryball eyes. Because I just put the drops in because of the laser eyes, and now I'm cryball. We're running out of battery power. It's late at night. I did a half hour. It's on the layout roughs at the same page of the page of the page of the page. Here it is. Go!
Okay, so here we go with the final part of the rough layouts for page 2. This is the final third. And there's 3 panels. The first one is the foreman here yelling. There's a rumbling, and so all the workers are like, what's going on? The foreman's basically yelling, shut it down, get out of here. So he's in the foreground, and this is the first time we get like a good shot of him. Up to now, he's just sort of been the sounding board for Donald Johnson, the director of the corporation. Just putting some panels in here. I originally had him bigger, shrunk him down a bit. I let his goggles hang over the edge of a panel. I don't break panels that often, and I may or may not go back on doing that, but for right this moment, look at me breaking panels. I brought the minor ref in there so I could just kind of get an idea what their outfits look like again. Figure I have 2 guys. And I have the rubble kind of bouncing off the ground, which it's not like there's an avalanche coming in, but I figure it's shaking so hard that pieces of dirt are flying up. And I originally was going to have a lot more going on in the background and stuff, but I realized with him and the word balloons there wasn't going to be a lot of room for all the things I originally thought. So I figured 2 guys and a big piece of machinery getting knocked over in the background should pretty well indicate that this is more than a little mine or something. So then the second to last panel on the page, again I'm checking the script. What's happening there? Because my thumbnail was so unintelligible I barely knew what it was, but it's supposed to be the ground cracking from underneath. So I went ahead and did some, as I'm looking at it, it's almost like a Dragon Ball anime kind of style ground, like where everything's made of flat sheetrock for the main part, but then I went ahead and put in some trees and other debris. And when I go in and do it for real, I'll probably put grass and stuff like that. There's the big backhoe being knocked straight up in the air, once again to kind of show the dynamism of what's happening. There's another piece of machinery which I may or may not incorporate into the other shot, but again, just to show everything's just in disarray. There's a guy hanging off the top of the backhoe. I may or may not move him. It might be too gruesome. Well, I mean, whatever, it's a monster book. And then I put a couple guys running away, and then just like a dynamic pazzow kind of impact of something cracking from under the surface. And then the final panel is just the eyes of the horror glowing from either underground or just under a shelf of rock. But the idea is to be mostly black with the glowing eyes and debris on top. And I got it pretty much right away, but then I kept noodling with it. And I like the idea of filling the whole bottom third with black and debris so that it's like they're in on him. And I kept fiddling with the eyes, as you could see, because I wasn't sure. I wanted them to look glowing but covered with muck, and then I put a glow in them. And this is really all stuff I should be doing in the actual illustration phase where I'm experimenting with the look of it and everything. But I don't know. I just wanted to get it close to right in this phase, and I had a little bit of time since I took so long on the other part that I ended up actually having extra time on this half hour, so I indulged a bit. Got a little artsy with what should just be a layout rough, but I kind of like the way it came out with the glowing eyes. And there I am just laying in the word roughs, and I kind of had the rumbling traveling through the panels. And yeah, that's it. Dunzo.
There it was! Went! Anyway, this is a super quick one. I just did my half hour. I did a lot of Japanning of hotel Japans, and I don't even want to go to Japan anymore. But I do. So anyway, tomorrow is, today's day 49, tomorrow's going to be day 50. I don't know what I'm going to do. It's probably going to be a regular video, either that or I'll just show up naked, and then everyone will subscribe off. That's how you do that, right? You subscribe off? Anyway, wait, that sounds dirty. I'm leaving that in, I don't care. Again, a quick one, sorry, but things. And today is day 49. And that means
we've got 51 days left, and I'm a crazy potato Boba Fett Google Go. Skip, 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 skip.